Local chess players are looking to make their mark and their next move in an upcoming chess competition. Cordisco's Chess Center is hosting the 7th annual Francis Cordisco Memorial Chess Tournament. The final round of the two-week tournament takes place this Sunday at 308 Shenango Street in Binghamton. The championship series will feature two sections, Open and Reserve, with 3 prize winners in each section. You must be a member of the U.S. Chess Federation to participate.
7th annual Broome County Chess Championship began today in Binghamton. The tournament usually includes 8 to 15 participants from around the area, and this year 3 local chess experts are participating. Those interested in playing don't have to qualify for the tournament, but it is necessary for players to belong to the U.S. Chess Federation. People of all ages were welcome to come and take part in the event.
You don't have to be the greatest player in the world. You don't have to be the worst player. Anyone can play. That's the good thing about chess. Is a great sport where you can be 8 years old and new and 80 years old and played for your whole life, and you can still play each other. It's pretty cool.
Aside from the championships, 8 to 10 chess tournaments are held every year in the Southern Tier. The final day of the championship tournament is next.
Filled the room at Cordisco's Chess Center in Binghamton as 8 people went against each other at this year's 7th annual Broome County Chess Championship Francis Cordisco Memorial. Young and experienced chess players battled it out on the board in a series of games organized by the U.S. Chess Federation. The prize, $500 and bragging rights. Chess coordinator John Cordisco says that this game is really for anyone.
This is one of those games where an 8-year-old can play an 80-year-old, and it's happened before, where the 8-year-old actually wins. It's one of those sports that your age doesn't really matter, just your mental ability.
The final to the championship will be held tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Cordisco's Chess Center.
Hi folks, John Cordisco back again. I'll show you a game that I played in for my 7th annual Broome County Chess Championship Francis Cordisco Memorial back in late April. I'm white. I'm rated about 1500. Ed Schmall is black. Ed's about 1604. Ed's a good guy, plays in a lot of my tournaments. Lives close by here in Vestal. I'm in Binghamton, New York, and upstate New York. It's right in the same community. And Ed's, we played several times. Let's get to it. I'm going to call this game just plain old disgusted. And I'm going to show you what I mean. I'm white, Ed is black. It's going to be a Sicilian. Let's get to it. I'm just trying to get some kind of weird Maroxy bind set up with the pawn on, you see the pawn on c4 here for that. Knight c3. Now I've been told by somebody here locally that's a pretty good player that I like the Maroxy bind set up for white against the Sicilian, but he says I should play more on the queen side. I disagree, but he says actually the opening was designed for that. Castles, knight f6, h3, castles, d3. Yeah, temporarily my light squared bishop is pretty much hemmed in, but that's okay. It is an interesting move here. He decides to go knight e8. Bishop e3. And knight to c7. He's trying to reroute his knight. Maybe he's just trying to get the pawn push. And then knight comes up. We'll have both knights on this side of the board. I don't know. d4, and that's also, the computer likes c d4 as well, so I'm pretty proud of that. C takes. Now, the computer likes knight takes. And bishop takes second, and by a full point, I might add. So I took with the wrong piece again. If knight had taken, bishop d7, queen d2. But after bishop takes, knight takes, bishop d7, now he has the bishop pair. That was the reason why I think for the other take. Rook c1, knight e6, knight takes, bishop takes. I just go b3. There's a small advantage for black here, but I think I'm okay. Even though he does have the bishop pair, my rook's out of the corner now. So he's not pinned against the bishop, so this knight can move. I'm okay. Queen A5. Knight to D5 I had thought about. Probably should have, but Queen to D2 is a decent move as well. My concern was, of course, after bishop takes, rook takes, queen takes, but that traps the queen, I think. Queen to D2, rook A to C8. Now this is a move the computer really didn't like. It likes rook F to D1, and I agree. Or even rook to C2. I decided to move the knight back. Don't know why. Sometimes you just think of these things like you think you're a genius, and it's just not a very good move. Queen to E5. Decided to go queen to D3. Give you an idea. After knight to B1, the queen had taken, knight takes, rook C5, rook F D1. Small advantage for black, but nothing serious. But after queen to E5, queen to D3, I went. And then decides to go F5. It's going to open the position up. Now, I'm pretty disgusted at this point. I mean, I got an okay position. It's not that great, but it's okay. But I'm back on my heels, and I have been for a while here, and it's just frustrating. I haven't been playing that well the last year or so. Bishop F3, decides to go F4. Now I got to bring the knight up. Queen to G5. Now, this looks really dangerous. The threat is bishop takes the pawn on H3. I can't retake because of the discovery. I should have just played rook to C2. But I went king to H2. Not the end of the world. It's still okay. Queen to H4. Now here's where I totally screw up. Absolutely totally screw up. Even if he does take, if I move my king back, bishop takes, pawn takes, this bishop could come back, and now this queen, and I'd be fine. So what do I do instead of going king to G1 or rook to C2? I decided to go bishop E2. What a dummy. It's about a point and a half advantage now for Ed. But oddly enough, Ed miscues too, and that happens sometimes when you're on an attack. We're on move 22. The time controls are game 65 with a 5-second delay. F3 was the computer's choice, but he went bishop E5. And I should have went queen to F3 immediately, but I went queen to G1. If he had gone, instead of bishop E5, F3, bishop takes, check, king moves, bishop, I'm in trouble. But after bishop E5, I should go queen to F3 and I'm fine. So what do I do instead? King to G1. Just adding insult to injury. Now he goes F3. The bishop takes. And he goes queen to F4. I'm thinking to myself, there's no way I can get out of it. I'm so disgusted at this point that I actually resign here. Now, the reality of it is, this is not a resignable position. It's almost drawn. All he had to do was go rook F to E1. Not a problem. And I would have been fine. It would have been a crappy position. I would have been struggling for a while, but I would have been okay. So, there you have it. Sometimes your mental state determines whether you quit or not. I probably shouldn't have resigned. I was so disgusted at this point, I really didn't care. And that's the way it goes sometimes. Anyway, folks, just wanted to show you this game to give you an idea that if you really get disgusted, you're not playing well, and you get in a position like this, get up and walk around. Go outside the tournament hall if you can, or walk around the tournament hall, the room. Go have a drink, throw some water on your face, do what you got to do, and come back. And I didn't do that. And I really resigned when I shouldn't have. So I hope there's a lesson learned to you out there. And as I always say at the end of all my videos, if you think chess is just a game, you're not playing it right. Take care, folks. Bye-bye. Here's where we play. We played in the Broome County Championship, the 7th annual. Just give you an idea what it looks like in the back area. Here at my store, Cordisco's Chess Center. Some stuff on the wall here, chess clock. It's pretty cool. A guy made that "I want you to play chess" sign there. Uncle Sam, pretty cool. Got really nice sets, nice wooden boards and pieces. As you can see, pretty cool. Have a setup here. Some of the stuff we sell here, and there's some snacks and some of the trophies we have. And also, if you see here, my Darth Vader. My Darth Vader, if you're seeing his hand there, you can just see it. He's holding a black king, so people think that's pretty cool too. So this is the area we play in for the county championship, to give you an idea. Usually I have more tables set up than this, but right now it's just the two. And a really nice area, nice and quiet back here, plenty of room. So here's the back of Cordisco's Chess Center.